So apparently, the police, they're saying they can track the individuals that they've arrested for the murder of FBG Duck from the home that they left out of to the spot where the shooting happened. Yeah, so are we still yelling free these guys? I'm just curious. Asking for a friend.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get thrown out the conversation. Throw up two fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama away. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags, and you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Good conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah, why niggas be like that? I unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on, bro. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags?
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Today we're gonna be talking about Nas Blicky. Somebody came in the chat yesterday during the show, and they said pray for Nas Blicky. I had not been prepared to speak about it yesterday, so I removed myself from that particular conversation. I'm very happy that they brought it to my attention. I got versed on the Nas Blicky situation. We're going to be discussing that today. Also, in addition to that, since we have an ongoing Memphis story, we're also discussing that through the entirety of this particular show. But I have a question that I want to ask everyone. And through the course of this video, we will be discussing that question. And I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Everybody hit the like button. Let's send out some notifications to our brothers and sisters that might not know that we're live right now. I'm going to put a question in the chat. I don't want you to have a knee-jerk reaction to this question. And I'm asking that even the people that just troll questions, can you take this question seriously? Because this is a serious matter. I think I put three just so we could be clear. I put 3 questions up that y'all might want to talk about. 3. Copy. So I'm trying to give you what I consider to be the most reasonable. But if you have a different way that you feel, put it in the chat also, because that's what today's conversation is about. Just so we could be clear. I want to do roll call right now. We got quite a few comments up. I want to do roll call right now. Shout out to Rue. Don't nobody see them dots. Jones. He says, salute BB and family. Frost. How you doing, my brother? I love it when y'all put my name at the end, because you should all be greeting each other even before you greet me. Y'all should be coming in the chat saying what's up to each other. Y'all should be doing that. This is community. The other day, so I meet somebody in CVS. I did not know that he watches the channel. I actually was undressing the CVS worker, because that particular CVS, they watch me all the time, so I feel away. I had a little PTSD with them rat bastards. But the dude said that he watched the channel and he kind of was like, dope. Like, so, that made me feel good. So shout out to that shit. Appreciate you, homie. Shout out to the business and Rue Jones. Rue don't nobody see them dots Jones. Dropping all of those frosts. What up, Katie Cam? She said smash the like. Shout out to Clout News. How are you calling yourself Clout News, but you're coming over here to get clout? Shout out to you, homie. What up, Jay Hodges? He says, morning Jack, BBN fam. What up, Suzette Carbuckle says, how you feeling? How you feeling today, baby girl? Hope everything's going well with you and yours. Who else we got up in here? What up, Tighten Up TV? Says top of the top. What up, Prince 2 and me? He's dropping the cash app in the chat already. Do we want to slap some haters? The haters have already been showing up. You already know what we do on this channel. We slap haters. We slap haters. That's what we do on this channel. So just be very mindful of that. We slap haters. With that being said, who else we got up here? Shout out to Black Cuddy. Salute to the Black Spades. He says, good morning at Jack Frost. Natasha Johnson retracted a comment. Salute to that. Who else we got up in here real quick? What up? Natasha Johnson said, happy Black History Month. Definitely. Shout out. Today is February 1st. It is Black History Month. Go out there. Do something positive with your energy. Do something positive to your time. Add to the community. Add to the environment that you're in. Bring something to the table that makes you indispensable. Before we get into the show, I just want to say something. Every Nas Blicky, I believe that's Brooklyn. Every job I've ever worked at, I've always took the idea of, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna find out what nobody else likes doing, and then I'm gonna be so good at that shit that now I'm indispensable. I'm good at the thing that don't nobody else want to do. You understand what I'm saying? So, boom. Make yourself indispensable. Make yourself a person that when you remove yourself from their equation, there is a void in their life. It's dangerous because you will get stalked. Believe me, I know. But that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be such a positive impact into the world, do such great things into the world that the world can't move on without us. That's what we're doing. Shout out to Mayor27. What up, D Vertical? He says, morning BBN. And rock your snot box, turn your TV off. I'm assuming they're here at some point to do some kind of trolling and then to get me upset at some YouTube content creator. Obviously we know which one. I don't really care. I'm just going to kick them once they start talking crazy and then not acknowledge whatever the bullshit is. With that being said, do we got any admins in here this morning? They trying to get me to close the chat. I'm not going to close the chat. I'm just going to keep kicking them and keep talking. So look, check this out. For everybody that don't know, Nas Blicky was shot. For everybody that don't know, Nas Blicky was shot in the head. I'm going to tell you the report in which I heard. Once again, I am not one of these dudes that's out here in the street trying to pretend to be whatever the fuck. I'm just a regular dude. I do this and I try to do this at the highest level possible. I actually do this at pretty high of a level, obviously. I probably have the most haters on the internet almost for somebody that doesn't even have 100K followers. I don't think I have more haters. Even though I don't consider that to be a flex. Apparently that's a flex. Apparently. Even though I don't consider it to be a flex, I consider it to be actually something that's bad. I had to plug my phone in. But apparently it's a flex. I don't consider it to be a flex. So I say that to say this. Listen. I want to know sincerely how you guys feel. I hear drill music out there, and we're going to talk about Nas Blicky in 2 seconds. I just want to make sure that we're clear on this drill music thing. I hear drill music out there that I consider to be okay music, not bad music, good music. I understand there's the certain energy behind certain things. You understand what I'm saying? I get it. I get it that there's a certain energy behind the certain things, right? I get it, right? I get it, right? But I want to be clear on something. Some of the music that's being put out there that's drill music, I don't consider it to be fostering negativity. I don't consider it to be fostering death. And I don't consider it to be creating hate. I'm going to turn off the ability for everybody to be able to talk. Obviously, at this point, y'all can see why. So, boom. Everybody can't talk now. Boom. So, look, pay attention. This is what I want to, we got to have a show. That's the, as you can see, this is what goes on here. This is what happened when y'all don't do no drops. They show up and they do this. But if y'all was dropping money, whoever that is, they'd be embarrassed to be in here and they'll leave. So, since this is a Tuesday, and it doesn't happen on Tuesday, we're going to be cool. And we just going to close the chat because I don't really got much of a choice now. Now we're going to get to the show so we can have a decent show. It's 12 minutes in. Nobody don't got time for this. Listen, pay attention. There's lots of drill music out there that does not foster hate. It don't foster killing each other. It's a high energy, I'm tough type of situation. It's a high energy, don't fuck with us because we'll get back energy. It's not actual we got get back energy. You understand? Oh, I'm talking low. My apologies, Bear. It's not even actual get back energy. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll say all that to say this. What just happened to Nas Blicky, from what I heard, it doesn't even look like it was the ops that did it. I'm not trying to put nothing in nothing. I'm telling you what the story is. This might be wrong. But I'm going to tell you what I heard. This might be wrong. This is what I heard. He was in a place meeting a person or meeting persons that he knew. He gave some dude that, hugged him up, and when he backed away, the dude backed up and hit him. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if he was trying to make peace with a nigga. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was a op he was trying to make peace with. These niggas don't come across to me like niggas trying to make peace with their ops, though. Also, with that being said, that's a perfect example why a person like me, I stay away from people when you do some weirdo shit to me. You don't never know who's gonna set you up. You don't never know who's gonna put you in a compromising situation. Shout out to Mocha West, the sticker queen, the gunslinger. She says, Jack, and she's dropping all of those floors. She says, good morning, and their smiling faces. Then she says, cashier, red bastards, pull up. Everybody can't talk now for obvious reasons. I had to close the chat down, so only green team could comment right now. So anybody in the green team, I want to know what y'all guys feel about that. Allegedly, I'm not saying that this is what happened. This is allegedly what happened to Nas Blicky. Allegedly, I do not know that this is what happened. Right? He went to a place hugged some niggas up. And after he hugged some niggas up and said, "What's up?" the dude backed away and hit him. Now, he had a song that was coming out called PG-16. Now, I'm going to explain this one more time. And this is why I don't want to make hate videos or anything like that. Some of us are gifted and we have the ability to manifest into our lives very powerfully and very strong. So when we do and say certain things, we can literally push our lives in that direction. If you're one of these individuals that have that type of power and insight or connection with God, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and you're constantly, because we all have control over our destiny by the words that we use, by the way. It says that in the Bible, and it says that damn near in every single type of uh, theology you could think of, or the way of people living. It says that our words have power. What we say, we can speak into existence. This is the thing. This is why keep people from around you that always want to tell you about negative things about yourself. Stay from around those people. I'm trying to tell you. Hold on. We're not here for that though. So listen, when these rappers are basically making all of these songs talking about their own death, talking about other people's death, they're speaking death into their lives. I am just not surprised when any thing happens bad to any of them. I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone, just so we could be clear. But me understanding that our words have so much control over the direction of our lives and what happens to us, and me seeing these rappers consistently talk about death, 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 I cannot be surprised when it follows them. And sometimes it's them that it happens to. Now, with all of that being said, he had a song that was coming out that was a diss track at somebody. Some people got wind of what was on the song. I gotta assume the only people that heard his song was people he thought was his people, right? What up, Rich? How you doing this morning? He says, good morning, BBN. Salute, Jake Fools, Bigs. I'm just assuming, right? So I say all that to say this. We gotta stop being so angry. We gotta stop being so evil. When people bring evil towards you, you gotta try your best not to give evil back. You gotta figure something out. Let them create that energy into the atmosphere that the Lord is gonna then rain down upon them with vengeful spite. Allow for that to happen. What you need to do is you need to not engage in that. By him engaging in that, he created a thing where people decided that it was a no-go for him. Apparently, he's in the hospital from what I hear, and he's still fighting to live. People are making fun of him because they said he was talking about he wanted to die. I'm going to explain something to y'all that don't understand people that are suicidal. It's not that you want to die, I would say. It's not that they want to die. Not even suicidal people want to die. Believe me when I tell you this. If any, probably a small percentage. It's like our strongest instinct is the instinct of survival. That's our strongest instinct. Meaning that our survival instinct will even kick in when it goes against what we're wanting to do. You understand? Do you get it? So our survival instinct is our strongest instinct. You know how weak a person has to be in order for them to be able, for their survival instinct to not kick in? So the point in which I'm trying to make is he got shot in his head. I don't care what he's saying he wanted to happen to him. His survival instinct is most likely kicking in, and that has zero to do with any song that anybody made. I just want to be clear on that because I saw some people making fun of him, like, yo, didn't he say he wanted to die? Like, how, wait, who raised y'all? I'm pretty sure this young man, the people who consider them to be ops and he considers to be his ops, they're doing whatever they're doing. It is what it is. I'm not here to rain on their parade. I'm not here to go at them. Like I said before, uh, we have to understand that some people are casualties of the war that they're in, and some people are uh, casualties of wars that other people are fighting that they have nothing to do with, right? So if you're currently going back and forth with somebody and something happens, that's a war that you're actively in. That's a war that you're participating in. That's a war that you're a part of. So if something then happens to you, that's because you're a part of a war, right? So hold on, listen. When you're minding your business and the other people are bringing shit to you, that means that they have a war going on. They have an internal struggle going on. They have a thing going on inside of themselves. It don't have anything to do with you. Sometimes you're casualties of those wars. Nipsey Hussle, he was a casualty of a war that had to deal with a whole nother nigga. It didn't have nothing to do with him. That whole nother nigga made some decisions on his own, and he didn't like the he didn't like what his life had become based on his own decisions and where he was in life. It had nothing to do with Nipsey. Nipsey just happened to be standing there, god dang it. Nipsey just happened to be standing there that day and was able to be the object of his vitriol. That's it. That's it. That's all. Now, when you have these rappers that's making music about each other, that's a war that they're currently participating in. I'm not going to be standing here for the rest of the time that I do this feeling, we feel bad that a man is injured. Don't get this confused. But these are injuries that you're also wishing on other people. These are injuries that you would so quickly, if the shoe was on the other foot, be making the same videos laughing at niggas. I think this whole mindset that our generation has accumulatively decided to inflict upon themselves is insanity. And I think because we deal with so much other insanity every day, sometimes we don't even understand how we are participating or how we are empowering crazy people. And I think that that is the crux of what the problem is in our community. I think that there's such a disconnect from the way that other people feel in contrast to how people feel about themselves. And there's such a disconnect that other people don't feel like that people feel like they literally have to improve their life by stepping on yours. And that's what Satan wants us to do. Anyway, Rich says, never heard of dude, but rest in peace to him. As far as I know, he's not dead. He's fighting for his life, as far as I know. Every time I look up another brother slain, another brother that looks just like him. Mocha West says, drill music keeps these youngsters on demon time. I don't get it. I'm older, so I stay in my lane. See, this is the thing. I still come from that generation where you could talk about killing a nigga, but, you know, neither one of us is really trying to go to jail. But if it happened, it happened. But we're not going to make it happen. I'm not going to force you to go. Like, could I say something real quick? That whole shit that happened with Taxstone, The Taxstone Troy Ave shit, that was some of the most avoidable shit I've ever seen and heard about in my life. That was more avoidable than anything else. All Taxstone, and the reason why I'm saying the most avoidable thing is because Taxstone is the one that's actually the one in trouble. If Troy Ave was the one that was in trouble, I would not say it was avoidable. I would say it was unavoidable. But since the individual that is the one that's actually in trouble is the one that created the whole entire situation, that's one of the most avoidable things I've ever seen in my whole life. First of all, he wasn't even supposed to be in a building. That's one. Two, allegedly, when he comes into the room where Troy Ave is at, he stands at the door, start talking mad loud, like he trying to create the action before the action even get there. That's two. Three, when the action get there, the nigga gets slapped and immediately pulls the gun. So, why did you pull up? You just pulled up to shoot somebody? See, this is what happens when niggas is just hating. And the hate ain't based on nothing. It's not based on anything. It's just hate. I'm not one to kick nobody when they down, so I try not to talk about that Taxstone shit, to be honest with you. But that nigga threw his whole life away. R.I.P. Banger. That nigga threw his whole life away because he was dead set to the world to exposing Troy Ave, who most of the world don't care if you exposed or didn't expose, because it didn't even make a fucking difference. Troy Ave is Troy Ave, my nigga. That's it. That person is that person. That person is... Who are you exposing and why? Who do you think these people... Do you understand this? Imagine if I pulled up on you and told you I was going to expose some random nigga on the street. You would look at me like I had a mental health issue. I would literally had to have had one. What up, Southern V? Says good morning. What up, Rich? It says, I don't respect no drill music, expect Chicago 2012 era. Why New York and UK want to imitate them so bad? That's why the OG New York rappers say New York ain't New York no more. New York ain't New York no more for a couple of reasons, but I guess I'll say that also, right? Why not? Prince to Amir says, Rich salutes homie. Yeah, salutes. Yo, but think about that for 1 minute. Just hold on. I'm not gonna even hold you. Think about that for 1 minute. I'm not even gonna hold you. Y'all niggas keep wondering why shit like this happens. Stop enabling hate. What the fuck does it care who's exposed? Who is a nigga to be exposed? You got niggas that got roaches, rats. They fucking got holes in the fucking outside of their walls where they can see literally outside the building. You got niggas that don't have no bills of their own. You got niggas that living off of their woman, getting on the internet talking about they exposing niggas. Think about that for 1 minute. You got some nigga here, a whole rapper. He making a I'm gonna go tell you off song. Meanwhile, this nigga sleeping on somebody's couch. But he making music about how fuck these niggas. Niggas, what and how? That's all I'm saying. I'm not even trying to like disrespect nobody. I'm just talking some real shit. What and how? Who's you niggas exposing? There's no nigga that got it that's talking about exposing another nigga. I promise you. I promise you. Name me one time a nigga that had it was like, yo, I'm gonna go expose a nigga. Name me one time. Just one fucking time. No nigga that has it is trying to expose anybody. You wanna know why? Because exposing niggas is broke niggas work. They literally broke niggas work. I'm just keeping it a stack. Niggas keep asking me why I won't make videos exposing niggas. Exposing niggas about what? You got a real story or you just want to talk bad about that person? Because if it's not a real story, you're wasting my time. I'm not going to just make a video where I'm just bad-mouthing another nigga just to be doing it. That's not my energy. That's not my energy. God first. Rich says, but then have Rich says, but then have no choice but to collaborate with the young artists. The perception New York can't stand together like the South because the young dudes. Okay, so I'm going to explain something to y'all. I'm going to be as fair to you individuals that don't live in New York as possible. Oh, shoot. Drop came through and I missed it. All right. I'm going to be as fair to you niggas that don't live in New York as possible. Listen. Shout out to Jay Hudges with the $10 drop. Jay Hudges pulled up. He said, you rant bastards. There's a slapping happening. I did not think of that previously. That literally just came out of my mouth for the first time probably ever. There's a slapping happening. Jay Hodges says, I got the dual actions. Face, hair, hand. Jay Hodges with the 1-2 slap. Slap. Shout out to Jay Hodges. He said, I'm going to slap them haters back to the Stone Age. Appreciate it. Who's next? Pulling all blessings down from the heavens. Look, pay attention. Hold on, let me read a couple of comments. So Rich says, what up, Shad Murder? We got Shad Murder in the house. Rich says, but they have no choice to collaborate with the younger artists. I'm going to explain something. All right, so people are more foolish with their money between the time that they're 0 years old and about 25, 30 years old. That's when they are the most foolish with their money. When somebody gets a little bit 34, 35, 32, they're a little bit more conservative with their money because now they have a little bit better understanding about how long life actually is. Boom. Right? That's just my take on it. So I say that to say this. When you have a product, you're trying to shoot your product to the demographics that's 25 and under. That's the demographic you're trying to shoot your product to. Boom. Right? Because those people are just more frivolous with their spending habits. Right? Right? So the problem with these older rappers is, and it's not really a problem, it's not anything that they're doing. It's just that their generation of supporters are becoming smarter with their spending habits. So they're not blowing frivolous money in the same manner that a 19-year-old is gonna. A 20-year-old is gonna. You understand? So they kind of do need to stand next to up-and-coming artists. The real problem is they're not grooming these artists, so when these artists come up, their styles are symmetrical enough where they can now eat on their own off of the fan base that they help the new artists create. Do you understand? If that's making any sense? I think I just made sense. Anybody else thinks I made sense? I think I made sense. That's what I think is happening. So, yeah, the older artists aren't cultivating the new artists in the same manner that would allow. I think 50 actually was in the act of doing that with Pop Smoke, to be honest with you. So, if anybody I've ever seen literally going out there and just doing shit that I be thinking, 50 literally just stay doing things that I be thinking. Like, for real. I'm not even gonna lie to you. For real. Shout out to 50. Rich says, oh, he talking to Mocha. Nah, what we doing? I'll be right back. I think I got coffee on. I'll be right back. So apparently, the police, they're saying they can track the individuals that they've arrested for the murder of FBG Duck from the home that they left out of to the spot where the shooting happened. Yeah, so are we still yelling free these guys? I'm just curious. Asking for a friend. Alright, so put it in the chat. Wait, hold on. Rich says Mocha West, any holistic advice for those who took the Jabberwocky? To be honest, I may need that advice. Though no weapon forms against me so proper, they mess with the wrong spirit. That's a fact. Yeah, it's a 50 shout out. We love 50 Cent over here. What the hell? What the hell? We love 50 Cent over here. You crazy? Shout out to 50. I used to have this chick that used to be like, yo, said I reminded her of 50. I don't know why. I was not a bully, man. That's the way I wasn't. I just know how to get my way. You bring something that somebody needs, and then they give you what you need, right? Shout out all to the D Glass. He says, good morning, BB and fam. Salute, bro, chillin'. Yeah, so just be resourceful, be useful. That's it. Just be useful in life. Have a talent or a resource that you need. Oh, pardon me, that people need. That's it. And then dispense it however you choose is the appropriate way. Once I find some people that I know for a fact is not working with some of the people that I have a problem with, I'm gonna work with them 100. Just the only people I know for certain right now is shout out to the super producer, Mike Jones, out there in Philly. It snowed like hell, so we couldn't. Okay, my fucking coffee is ready. I hear the water and shit. I'm gonna send y'all to one more commercial break. We'll be right back. I'm the spark that started the fire. They all enemies. If he die, he die. Fuck a survivor. Incendiary memories requiring penalties. Kids who freeze when we tend to 3 headlights. Vinaki. Full moon present in symmetry. On bended knee. You couldn't win with alternate versions of 10 of me. When I get bored, I move on to bigger feet. Give you a win, but with a nigga, please. Trophies, the in-betweens. I move on to bigger means. Kill the scene, recording the car tape around the limousine. I toss them in dirty toilet water through porcelain. When they coughing, it's turd shooting out of their orifice. So when they talking, you can tell it's my sauce they offering. Next time, take the dick out of your mouth before talking salty shit. When I'm ready, recompense with corporate. The way I spin the block with these verses, I reverse the earth, back to the verses. Where the lock's present version put us in full hip-hop immersion. Haptic gloves, Oculus. Pack this club, tour this bus. The rigmarole is glorious. We New York notorious. I'm Frost. I'm out of the X, you know where I'm from. I'm from the time before playing with guns. If there was beef, we roll with the one-on-one. If you lost, you came back to get some. Now niggas roll with the proletariat to the drums. Niggas was stupid before, but now they going dumb. I was down with hip-hop from the jump. Some niggas is just culture vultures and gumps. My bad average, high as hell, fuck a slump. Home runs to the parking lot when you chumps. Rounding the bases, waving, rocking the Jordan dunks. I'm broke right now, can't give fucks. You niggas fragile like a Kia, but act tough. Don't get beat down and fucked up. Don't bring your girl to the fight, you get fucked. I see her watching my bowl just enough. I put bleach on the mic for clean cuts. So don't speak evil or rebut. If it comes down to the dirt, we pop trunks. I'm a Vegeta nigga, you a hot lunch. My stomach acid bubbling from the hunch. It seems I'm a captain, you a crunch. Ain't shit coming through for you in the clutch. I'm about to put your whole team on one crutch. What you saying? My stomach yo, nobody gets that line. My stomach acid bubbling from the hunch. It seems I'm a captain, you a crunch. You know, 2 lines earlier I talked about baseball. Who's the captain? Nobody gets that line. Somebody was like they didn't like that line. I'm the captain. I'm Derek's Jeter. You the crunch. You're like that. Like also, like it's like 3 different. Like I'm stacking shit, nigga. But that's what I'm stacking shit. What the fuck? Like I rap. Most of the lines I say got like 2 and 3 meanings. I rap. Why you think I say out of the anyway? Let's get back to the actual show. Let's look at. Not, it's not just Captain Crunch cereal. That's what I'm saying. And I'm also Derek Jeter, man. It's the captain. Man, nobody don't get that. I just talked about baseball like 2 lines earlier. Should rappers stop doing drill music? 46% is saying yes. We're gonna leave this poll up the duration of the show, by the way. Everybody vote, please. I want to know what you guys think. Because there's drill music that I hear that isn't about, it's like, but it's lively and it's fun, and I want to dance and enjoy it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here for that we killed the nigga drill music. I'm here for zero of that music. Mocha loves that line. All right, yeah, y'all talking about something else. Let's get back to what I was talking about. We're only 41 minutes in. Whatever else y'all want to put into the chat. Yes, triple quadruple entendre. I'm going in. What the fuck? That's why whenever somebody be like, they listen to some rap I wrote and they be like, they'll say a line, I'll be like, but did you understand it? That's all I'm asking. If you understood it, then okay. I done used the thing like 3 or 4 different ways. Did you understand it? Sometimes I just want to know what part you got. Like, did you understand that line? Like the Vegeta line. Nobody gets that line. That's like 3 or 4 meanings. Anyway, let's go. Like, that's how I write. Like, for real, for real. Hold on. I'm going to give you a real quick sneak peek. A real quick sneak peek of something that we have that I've been trying to get to fall correctly to the track. It ain't fell right on the track yet. I think I'm going to save it. I think when I go down there to visit Mike Jones. I think because that's why I wanted to go pull up on Mike Jones. So it's no peace. It's hot flames, low grease. So there's no seats, just migraines, dope beats. Get the fuck out of here. Wait, hold on. Mind changes, climate dangerous, attitude cantankerous, I take a piss. LASIK view, breaks be clues, the braids be stewed, basic rules, never mind. Thank these Jews, no safety shoes. Yo, let's go. Get the fuck out of here. You know how many different styles I got, nigga? Try to copy me, nigga. You can't copy me. You could just wait for me to do a thing and then try to emulate it. But you can't copy me. You could wait for me to do a thing and then try to emulate that. But you need me for that. Yes, Mocha. Somebody hates the fact that you like that, by the way. Anyway, I don't know. Somebody put it in the comment section. She was like, yo, that crunchy line. That's basically why I'm talking about it. They was like, yo, that crunchy line just ain't it. I'm like, whatever. Let's get back to what we talking about, though. Also, put whatever y'all want to talk about in the chat. I'm gonna one more time. I'm gonna tell you what happened to Nick Blicky, Nas Blicky, real quick. Allegedly, this is the report that's being said. Allegedly, this is the report that's being said. Just so we can be clear, Nas Blicky allegedly went to a place where he was around people that he felt comfortable. He gave somebody a hug. The person backed up. They hit him in the head. Boom. One thing I am gonna say is apparently he made it to the hospital. So somebody took him to the hospital. He's currently fighting for his life, for what I hear. I have not heard definitively. We could find something. I haven't heard definitively. Screw that. I was gonna do something else. Hold on. I haven't heard definitively anything specifically. Apparently that I haven't heard that he's gone or not. That's nothing that I heard definitively, so I don't want to put that out there. I heard that he is currently in a Oh, I can show you this. What the fuck? Allegedly shot in the head. Let's go to Hip Hop DX right here for one moment. We'll see what they got saying. Let me see what y'all can see on the screen real quick. All right. Boom. All right. No, nigga. Get out of here. Anyway, it says up and coming New York rapper Nas Blicky. It's Nas Blicky right there. Um, Up and coming New York rapper Nas Blicky is reportedly in critical condition after being shot weeks before he was killed in Chicago rapper New York Blicky. What the fuck? Is that a sentence? Rapper FBG Duck dropped diss track Dead Bitches. Slain gang rivals. I think they was just trying to get tricky. Weeks before he was killed in Chicago rapper Chicago rapper Nas Blicky only previewed and didn't even get a drop to this PG-16 and got hit with a friend. Meanwhile, Driller still out here like, I want to say something. First of all, I don't want to see what site this is. No, that was terrible writing. What the fuck kind of sentence is that? Am I just reading it wrong? What in the fuck kind of sentence was that? As you could say, they said when it happened, he was with a friend. As you can see, what they said when it happened, he was with a friend. They said he was with a friend. Um, I guess that's how he got to the hospital, because he got shot in the head, and apparently he's on life support in the hospital. So somebody got him to that. Maybe him and the friend was tricked. I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe he thought it was a fan. You know, you got to be really wary out here. Y'all niggas don't get it. Y'all niggas think everybody that's a fan of you is here to support you. That's not true. Supporters and fans are two different things. Um, Fan is basically just short for the word fanatic in the first place. You get it? So a fan and a supporter are two different things. There's a ton of people who are supporters of you, and pardon me, who are fanatical about you, and they are not supporters. And there's people who support you, but they're not necessarily fanatical about you. Can we talk about the bomb threats at HBC? Because this is the third one in the past month. Do you want to call in? You could call in and put us up on the bomb threats at right now at this moment. There's been a couple of HBCUs. There was just recently one at Howard University, if I'm correct, right? We mentioned it on the show a couple of nights ago in passing. But if you want to call in, definitely we can go. I'll find something. Hold on. I don't know enough about the particular situation for me to be in any kind of real in-depth conversation. But I am saying, obviously, as always, you have carte blanche to call in and, maybe fill us in on anything you might not know. See, Howard, Morgan State, DC, UDC. Let's see what's going on over here. Howard, Morgan State, UDC targeted a new round of bomb threats against total HBCUs. Howard University, the University of the District of Columbia, and Morgan State University bomb threats Tuesday morning, forcing shelter in place orders and class cancellations less than a day after multiple historically black schools were the subject of similar threats. Morgan State, the largest of Maryland's HBCUs, continues to advise its Baltimore campus to shelter in place as police conduct building by building search for possible explosives. The districts Howard University and UDC each declared an all clear after campus security, assisted by the Metropolitan Police Department, deemed them safe for business as usual. Tuesday's alerts came a day after Howard Maryland's Bowie State University, and four other historically black colleges and universities around the country were targeted by similar calls, prompting shelter orders and sweeping law enforcement responses. All were found to be hoaxes. In a statement, MSU President David Wilson said that a law enforcement sweep will start with residence halls, followed by the dining hall and the university student center, so that meal service can resume. Classes will be held online. Since sending out an alert earlier this month, since sending out an alert earlier this morning about the bomb threat we received, a few of you have contacted me to inquire as to whether this is real. Unfortunately and sadly, it is, Wilson said. Our history has been one where we have endured all kinds of challenges and disruptions, but we have always emerged stronger. I'm hopeful that these bomb threats to our national treasure and to many of our other sister HBCUs institutions will be aggressively investigated by the FBI. Howard University said it received a new threat just before 3 a.m. Tuesday, involved multiple threats of a Northwest DC campus, and asked anyone present to remain in place for over 2 hours. A subsequent search found no threats, and an all clear was given. Okay, so yeah, there's threats going out to the universities. That's crazy. Why did they want to keep them schools distracted? I don't know. That's what. Why did they want to keep those schools distracted? What the hell? Why would they want to keep those schools distracted? That sounds like a distraction technique. Something's going on. Are they having some votes or something in these schools? Is there something going on over there? That sounds like a distraction technique. That's it. Like they just wanted to keep people busy. That's all that sounded like. That's all that sounded like to me. I don't know what anybody else's. Why did they want to keep them distracted? That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like a distraction technique. You know, if you keep people looking over here, they won't see what you're doing over there. That just looks like a distraction technique to me. Um, Maybe it wasn't. I'm not saying it was. By the way, yeah, somebody could have just did it to be being malicious, but it seems like a distraction technique. I would assume it was chaos. It was chaotic on all of those campuses. As soon as that happened, I'm gonna assume there was chaos. I'm gonna assume you could have probably have gotten away with a lot of shit in those moments. I'm gonna tell you something. So I've had a weird ability the majority of my life to be able to sneak into places that I don't belong. So, and I don't usually do it on purpose, just so we can be honest. That's probably why it happens. But apparently, throughout the course of my life, I've constantly ended up places I'm not supposed to be. I don't, don't know a way to tell you this shit. So sometimes I'm with people when it happens. Sometimes, a lot of the times, I'm by myself. So the point in which I'm trying to make is this: when shit like that is going on, you could end up anywhere doing anything. You understand what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody paying attention to nothing. I'm telling you. He says sucker ish, and it's always I'm telling ain't nobody paying attention to nothing. I'm telling you. You could end up anywhere doing anything. I'm just telling you what it is. That's why I keep trying to tell people, yeah, I 100% believe God is with me. I would I would have to ignore. I would have to totally ignore such a large percentage of my life for me to not believe that God exists. I don't know no other way to say this shit. Shout out to Black Power Cross. He says, Sup Frost. Salute, BB and gang. All of the salutes. Distraction. I don't know what they was trying to distract, but I'm telling you right now, it sounds like a distraction. They was trying to get the people in the black colleges in an uproar. Whatever I would do is the first person they point finger at, I would not believe. So whatever's the first reason why they said that this happened, I need more proof. I don't even care what your proof is. I need more proof. It sounds like you're trying to set something up. You understand? So I'm not going for nothing, and I need more proof because I know how. I'm gonna tell you what the people do. Right? People do this. The government 100% do this, but people do this. They create, and this is a pattern of controlling a population. You create a crisis, and then you also have the solution. So that's why I'm always mindful of people that pull up on me and they got a way to solve my, like. So you mean to tell me I didn't have to go through none of this? You gonna help me now though? You gonna help me after I got fucked over? But before I got fucked over, you wasn't gonna. Nah, I get you. Boom. Nah, I don't need your help. How about that? Shout out to Patrick. As you can tell, I say that a lot. Shout out to Patrick in with the $5 drop. He said, slap it, haters. He says, morning, Jake, forced to the chat. And then he says, what did the five fingers? And he did the finger guns while he did this. He put his phone down. He said, oh, man, I'm going to send this money. He sent the money. Then he put his fingers in the finger guns. He said, what did the five fingers say to the face? Shout out to Patrick in slapping the haters back into the places. Yes, the FBI should be investigating. I mean, I would be concerned though, because I'm thinking that it might be the government. Shout out to the government. Always creating problems and then investigating the problems that they create. These guys are the best. These guys are the best. Shout out to Rich. He says that's why my name means Jack. You know that God is with us. I stamped that. That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to Black Power Cross. He says HBCUs are finally getting the attention of the big athletes. Now something is up. Now they trying to make them seem like they unsafe. Don't go to that HBCU. Go to this white college. That's a fact. That's the first thing I thought, by the way. Shout out to Mocha West, because her name is different. Shout out to Mocha West with the $5 drop. She says Mocha West, and then she has all of the drips going on, and she says we're gonna be slapping the haters, and we're gonna be slinging the guns, because she's the gunslinger. She's also the sticker queen. Shout out to Mocha West with the $5 drop. What did the five fingers say to the face? She did the whole 3 slaps. You know how they used to do the shit like this? Shout out to Mocha West. I'm just doing things. What are we doing today? What time is it? It's not even 11 o'clock yet. Yeah, so yeah, that's a fact. That's why I'm saying, what are they trying to create? What kind of problems? Also, you already know whenever they say the FBI is somewhere, black people don't want to go. So maybe they so maybe they're like, we're gonna stop these black athletes from coming to these HBCUs. You wanna know how? Easy. We're gonna have the FBI. They're gonna think these schools are snitches. You know, black people, these schools, they're gonna say these schools are snitches. You already know that's what's gonna happen. Like, so that maybe that's what they doing. I don't know. But the shit sound like a distraction to me. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. I don't be who's next? I don't be really be here. They might make it. They look like they trying hard right now. My shit is jumping up. Potential block temps, potential tracking blocked. Let me see what fucking pages I got open. Hold on. Let me close this page. Shout out to Patrick N with the $5 1 cent drop. Patrick N said, I'm over here. I'm what do you call that shit? I'm Petty Warren myself. Patrick N looked in the mirror. He said, right bastard, I'm Petty Warren myself. Patrick N then went to slap in the mirror. Shout out to Patrick N with the $5 1 cent drop. Slap in the mirror. He said, I'm the Petty War my whole self, you rat bastards. All of myself being Petty Ward. Shout out to Patrick N. Petty Warren himself. Yeah, I knew y'all was getting kicked. I saw that happening. There was nothing I could do. I did some stuff to my computer over here, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. But I did some stuff with my computer over here, but there was like mad blocking attempts happening. My computer kept alerting me. The shit was like this we blocking some attempts. What up, Omega Sunlight? He says, hoping the young man survives, change his life. This is a chance to get to. What I'm gonna say is this: when are these rappers just gonna decide to stop killing each other? I mean, at this point, we have to decide: are we gonna make people famous because they're street dudes that kill one another, or are we gonna make them famous because they do good music? Because if we gonna make people famous because they do good music, maybe they stop just killing each other, right? Maybe they stop making sure that they keep beef, right? If we start appreciating them for their content and for their music, I think I think people are feeling like they're not going to be appreciated unless they bring a certain level of violence to rap. I think that that's part of the issue and the problem. Like, people feel like they're not going to be appreciated. They have to bring a certain level of violence. There has to be a certain level of discord. Unless there's a certain level of violence or a certain level of discord, I don't believe people believe that the rap is genuine, and I think that that's a problem, right? Could we be okay? I'm trying to get the damn sit in front of the bitch the right way. I just realized I wasn't. So, yeah. So that's one way to look at it. So we're gonna see what we can do, but uh, at the end of the day, you have to get people to decide that they don't want to destroy themselves. And when people stop trying to want to destroy themselves or see the only way for them to be successful, I'm going to tell you what I don't like. I don't like the idea that we're just going to, the get rich or die trying idea. It's cool and it's dope, but it's not for everybody. You understand? Because some people are gonna hear get rich and die trying, and they're gonna say I have to improve my skill set, while other people think get rich and die trying means I have to go out there in the field and kill as many other people as possible in order for my value to rise. If that makes any sense, you get what I'm saying? So that's what the whole get rich in the. So I don't believe it's for everybody. I think a lot of people need to just dub that whole way of thinking. Like, stop. It's not for you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Mega Sunlight said these young kids are hunting each other. Yeah, they doing it. Yeah, they're literally out here hunting each other. It's not safe in the street. I don't care what you talk. I don't care what you're talking about. It's not safe. Mocha West says, I once dated a guy who survived a headshot in the '90s. He was permanently disabled for the rest of his life. Street life has no guarantees. Look, they said the dude walked up on Nas Blicky, hugged him, and shot him. They said when Nick Blicky died, he was just walking across the street and the dude ran up on him. How are you dudes talking crazy? The one thing that y'all don't get about this Chicago shit, I'm gonna say this, and this is what y'all don't get over here in New York. In Chicago, when they was doing that drill shit, like they was killing each other like that, them niggas didn't go outside. Them niggas was not outside. Them niggas was, and I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying them niggas had a house they might go to here, a house they might go. Them niggas was not just posted up on the block, walking around by themselves. They wasn't doing family shit outside. They was doing none of these things. We talking about 14, 15, 16-year-old kids. You understand? They wasn't outside, my nigga. Y'all dudes is trying to do the same drill shit that them dudes was doing when they was 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. And they wasn't outside. But you dudes also want to be outside. They was not outside in Chicago. You was on your spot. You didn't leave your little area. Because if you did, it was bad news. You had to go with people and everybody had to be, you couldn't be lacking. So you dudes is doing this whole New York thing and y'all want to move around and be outside. But y'all also creating a situation where you don't know who might be have who might benefit off of your death. You don't know who might benefit off of you being removed from the equation. I hear they got some dude that's totally mimicking my voice that is supposed to be like a voice mimicking guy or some shit like that that be on um Clubhouse. I'm never going on Clubhouse again. Them niggas is waiting to kill me. They got a nigga that's gonna try to come and do my whole entire who I am as a person. Yeah, I mean, they can't do me, obviously. He could just copy off of shit that I've previously done. He can't actually create any of the stuff that I plan on doing in the future or that I have machinations for, because that's not possible. But you don't think these niggas is waiting to for me to die? They got a whole nigga waiting in line right now to try to steal my whole life. So you gotta understand, you don't never know who out here and gonna benefit off of your death. You don't never know. And y'all niggas be mad cool with niggas that be mad cool with niggas that want you dead. So anybody I know that's cool with niggas that want me dead, I just keep you niggas at a distance. No disrespect. I don't got no problem, no nothing. I don't really want to meet up or nothing. Niggas is cool with niggas that want me dead. What the fuck? I'm not stupid. Prince Tuamir said, my nephew got shot in the head and survived. Made him still claim blood and give less of a, from what I, oh well, don't know what to tell you. Omega Sunlight said, are you only gonna do a mandatory 3 to 5 for the hammer salute? Yo, look, pay attention. Once again, they're trying to make us think that everything we do gotta be negative. If we don't get up out of that cycle, you think the majority of white people walk around and think negative? We think negative as a culture. If you think positive, you're an outcast. If you want good, you are demonized. Pay attention to the people that got a million people hating on them and they somewhere by themselves trying to be quiet. I promise you those are God's people. I promise you. I promise you. Pay attention to the person that's somewhere just trying to do the good word. That's just trying to mind their business. Why they got a ton of people over there trying to expose them, make their life hard, hate them, got a problem. Pay attention. I promise you those are God's people. I promise you. And why these individuals think the shit that they doing is just jokes, they gonna have to go, they gonna have to step in front of, they gonna have to be held accountable for their words at some point. So, yeah, low vibration people. That's a fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. Don't let nobody lie to you. Low vibration people. That's a fact. They said that that man hugged the dude backed up and shot him. I don't know how true that is. What up, Lex Luger? I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true that is. I'm just gonna keep it a stack to you with you. They said that Nas Blicky went to a place where he was hanging out with some people who were cool with him, his friends. He ended up hugging the dude. They dapped up, they hugged, and then when the dude backed up, he backed up and let off and hit him. Boom. That's what they saying happened. I don't know if that's 100% what happened. But if that's what happened, that just goes to show you, stop being cool with these dudes that hang out with them niggas that don't like you. Like, what is you niggas doing? On some real shit, I'm not even being funny. On some real, I take anybody that don't like me for no reason. You want me dead. If you don't have no real reason to dislike me, that means that you just hate me. And if you have just a hate for me for no reason, then that means you want my life. To me, imagine Imagine somebody just not liking you for no reason. They don't have a reason. That's just hate. That's because your energy and their energy don't match. That's because whatever's coming with you, they can't deal with. They're always going to want you up out of there if they can't use you. That's a fact. Know the difference between somebody having done something wrong to another person and someone being upset because they won't do what they want them to do. Know the difference. I got people right now stalking me because I won't work with them. Keep stalking me. There's nothing I can do about that. I promise you, I'm not going to never work with none of you or any of your friends. I promise you. A bad child is 100% on the adults. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm going to let you know right now, you know the type of nigga that did that to him? The same type of nigga that be the type of nigga that hate on other niggas for no reason. Because that's the type of nigga they're going to have to get to go do some shit like that. That's some cold-blooded shit. He made a song called PG-16. In that song that did not even drop, he dissed some people. Whoever was the people that he dissed, this is how they felt about it. Stop being out here talking crazy about individuals. What the heck is wrong with y'all? I don't understand it. That's just me talking from a Jack Frost point of view. I don't understand why we have to hate on each other I don't understand why when somebody die, we gotta laugh. I don't get it. I need somebody to explain that to me. I'm here to listen though. If there's ever anybody that want to explain to me why there's a need to laugh at a nigga because he died, please tell me. Mocha West is God protects his own. If you're a true child of God, have no fear. The universe will handle it for you. Trust. He got you covered, Jack. That's how I feel about it. To keep it a whole stack with you. That's 100% how I feel about it. I'm not going back and forth with none of these fools. I'm not going on no platform to talk to them. Once you do me dirty, that's it. I don't want to talk about it, no nothing. I don't want to deal with you. Period. And I've been like that 100% of my life. The one or two times that I went back on my thinking was bad. And I knew better. What else you want to talk about? Yeah, if they did him like that, that was dirty. But once again, I am not going to feel bad. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. If you a rapper out here, you making music talking about other niggas dead ops. If you a rapper out here and somebody is dying and you're laughing, I'm sorry. If something happens to you, I'm going to save my energy because it's sad. Don't get it confused. It's sad and I feel for your family. But if you calling that energy to you, I don't know how I should feel about it. I feel for the people that love you because they weren't calling that energy for you. You was calling it for yourself. So the people that love you truly missing out. I feel for them. But if that's something that you wanted, I don't know how I should feel about that. Should I really be upset? It's something you wanted. If you make all of your music about killing other people, and you make all of your music about you dying, and you make all of your music about how you don't care about life, what do you expect is going to happen? That's literally what you're talking about all the time. You're all the time talking about how you want to kill other people, talking about death. All the time. Like, what do you think is going to happen in your life? So I don't feel, I don't know how to feel about for you. But for the people that love them, I feel bad about that. Absolutely. But you getting what you want. I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. I don't want to see no more rappers, older rappers, promoting drill music. Because at this point, are y'all trying to get the little young niggas to kill themselves off? Because that's all they doing. You think K-Flock coming home? K-Flock ain't coming home. K-Flock can't come home. Because if K-Flock come home, everybody done know he snitched. So he can't even come home. You understand? Imagine if K-Flock somehow gets off on a technicality now. You think he gonna be able to live in the street? The art of D Glass says the law of attraction, plain and simple. That's a fact. Imagine if something happens and K-Flock gets off on a technicality. You think he gonna be able to live? And then he gets off on a technicality and all of a sudden a whole bunch of other niggas get locked up and go to jail. What do you think is gonna happen? Think niggas, they have him dead to rights. They got the dudes in OTF dead to rights. They got these niggas dead to rights. Now the thing about it is, whoever took Nas Blicky to the hospital, they know who the nigga is that shot him. I'm gonna say that again. Somebody took Nas Blicky to the hospital. Somebody called the EMS or somebody took him to the hospital, right? We're assuming that it's one of the people that was there, right? Because he had a friend that was actually there with him. So are you trying to tell me that his friend bolted on him and somebody else just happened to see, call the EMS and the police, and then they got there in time? Okay, that might have happened. But there's also a good chance that whoever called the EMS saw the nigga that shot him. Because the dude hugged him up. So everybody that was there knew who everybody else was. Right? If the story is correct. So niggas know who did it. Did this nigga just get green lit by both sides? Is that PG-16 song ever gonna drop? This nigga might have just got green lit by both sides, homie. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but how bad was that song he made? What the fuck was he saying in it? It ain't dropped. He made a song. The only people that probably heard the song is his people. So his people heard the song and then deemed something about it. Was he about to just get niggas caught up like fucking Bobby Shmurda? And niggas was like, nah, we can't let that go out? Because if so, then why couldn't they just tell a nigga? Right? So what the fuck happened? In any regard, them niggas playing, them niggas swim in that pool. Don't forget that. Them niggas swim in that pool. And exactly, I just read something. I just opened my phone up to look and see if I got a notification. Right before Shy Murder's comment popped up, this is what I saw on the bottom. I don't want y'all to see that other thing. That don't got nothing to do with nothing. Anyway, it says Snowpiercer, new episode today. Just as Shy Murder dropped that. That was kind of wild. Stuff like that happens to me all the time. Like, I be in tune with the universe. Like, the shit be mad wild. Like, you really gotta be with me sometime. For real, for real. I just be in tune with the universe. That should be wild. It should be weird. Anyway, yes, they're 100% purposely trying to make jail not look as bad. No, that's a perfect point, Mocha West. They're 100% trying to make jail not look as bad. That's probably not the jail. You know, first of all, just so we could be clear, them niggas is laughing and dancing now, but they might be stabbing a nigga up in an hour or so. Just so, or a dude might be getting all of the banged in the butts in about 30 minutes. Just so we be clear. So just because you see them dudes doing TikTok and doing all that shit, you know how many of them dudes? First of all, that's not every fucking jail. Shout out to New York Urban Legend. Salute, my brother. How you doing this morning? No, I don't want to be in jail anyway. That shit don't make sense. Like, what the fuck? That shit is probably dope for niggas that like hanging out with a ton of other niggas and that neck doing that shit. Y'all niggas is gonna love that. You understand what I'm saying? That's gonna be dope. Y'all get to just hang out all day, just gotta go eat, then go hang out, do like that shit. No, nigga, jail was boring to a nigga like me. You know, I'm not even talking about prison. I'm talking about jail. Jail is boring as shit to a nigga like me. Boring. All I'm doing is sitting there reading my Bible all day. It's boring. That's the only book I got to read. If I had a different book, I'm probably still gonna read the Bible. But you know, I read. Shit is boring. I don't know what to tell y'all. The shit is boring. They trying to make jail look fun. That's a fact. Niggas be in there doing TikTok dances. They be in there giving each other's blowjobs too. I don't know. Don't forget that part. Motherfucker be like, yo, I don't care if I go to jail. We gonna be doing TikTok dances. Like, yeah, you gonna be TikToking, all right. You remember Salt and Pepper? Oh Lord, I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. You niggas is crazy. Oh, nah, them niggas nowadays they don't care about going to jail. Look, K Flock is not coming home. Those OTF dudes, they're not coming home. At this point, what niggas got to be concerned about is, do you think that these niggas is gonna snitch on niggas or keep it or keep it a buck? Because them OTF dudes, they're gonna have to explain why they want to kill that nigga. So everybody involved gotta hope they don't say it was money involved that somebody else was planning on paying us. Because once they do that, it's a problem. That's one. Two, they better hope somebody don't say, well, after that other nigga died, King Vaughn came back to the block with a certain amount of money and started giving the money out. Oh, so these niggas is paying to get niggas killed. So they gotta really hope that these niggas. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. These dudes are gone. For everybody that's wondering why I'm saying that, yo, the OTF dudes, apparently, let me tell you the OTF situation for everybody that don't know. So apparently, when FBG Duck got to the location where he got killed at, uh, he went live or somebody else went live or his location was dropped. As soon as his location went dropped, he went live or somebody else went live or some shit like that. They got video footage of these niggas running out of the fucking building, running down the stairs, booking it to the car, hopping in the car, and then blowing lights to get to where FBG Duck was. And then getting out of said vehicle and lighting them up, then driving around to 8 other spots. So they tracked them throughout the whole entire city to 8 other spots. Whoever those people was that they stopped off to talk to that day, whoever the motherfuckers is, know that you're also on the surveillance. And know that this is the reason why they waited so long to be able to drop that information, because they didn't want y'all niggas to know that they was up on y'all. Know this. Then them niggas drove back to the fucking they spot where they live at and went about their day. Now, one of the cars was returned back to the fucking dealership what they was leasing it from or renting it or whatever the fuck they was doing. They decided to take the car back. That car had fucking evidence in it, DNA evidence or hair evidence or some shit. Now, and it was at the location, and they know that for a fact. They know that that car was factually at the location. Now, in addition to that, the other car that they drove, that car got towed. That car had, I think, Muwap or one of them niggas. I forget which one of them it was, but it had one of their all their information in a handwritten note. It had their Facebook passwords, their IG, their IG passwords, they had all their passwords and all of their user accounts. They had phone written out on paper. I don't know what to tell you. These niggas is bananas nowadays. They're trying so hard to stay off of the actual internet. They're trying so hard to stay off of the actual internet, and their brains is too messed up to remember passwords and usernames. I'm telling you what's happening. So the nigga had the shit all written down. No shade. These niggas is done. You get it? Black Power crosses Dirk needs to be very worried. Very. No, these are the true facts. Go check this video out. We got a video up talking about it. Go check it out. So apparently, the police, they're saying they can track the individuals that they've arrested for the murder of FBG Duck from the home that they left out of to the spot where the shooting happened. Yeah, so are we still yelling free these guys? I'm just curious. Asking for a friend. Yeah, yo, these dudes, he literally had passwords. He had his girlfriend's names. All of those. These niggas is done. You understand? They're done. These niggas is done. The real question everybody needs to be asking is why did they want to keep that information quiet? That they knew where they was. I'm telling you why they want to keep all the information quiet, so nobody knew that they went to 8 different spots and stopped and talked. You know how many people got on the fucking list that day? You know how many people got on the list that day? A lot of people got put on the watch list that day. They just don't know, and they didn't want them to know. Now they got all their wires up. They got all their contacts up. They know who F with who. They got all that shit lined up. Why? Because those dudes went, killed the nigga, and then drove around at 8 other spots. They didn't even get low. Hold on. Forget them. Imagine you killing a nigga and then driving around to celebrate. These niggas didn't even get low. Like, I would respect this more if they got low and the police still caught them. These niggas didn't. They just went, shot the block up, and then went about their regular day. Yo, you want to go get some weed while we out? Yo, let's go by that chick crib. Like this. Black Power crosses. Kavana gives you a refund on your car after you purchase. Pretty sure Dirk made a couple of purchases. They are doing all of the things today. They are doing all of the things today. Alright. Because Chicago normally lets them get away with murder, so that's what they used to. That's a fact. Isn't the number one thing I'm always talking about is that a lot of these cities, especially Chicago, the people who commit crimes there, they're not even used to the police trying to catch them. That's why when they fuck with the FBI, they lost. They always gonna lose 100% of the time. Because they're busy. Yeah, I know it's kicking you out. There's nothing I can do about it. The show started off, drops didn't come early. The trolls felt empowered when they, so it is what it is. That's what we're dealing with today. No, this is not their first body. Rich said niggas be broke all their life, finally get to an opportunity for money, career, and clout, then crash out. Like you could respawn your life or bail out of prison like GTA. Laugh out loud. Yeah. No, they're doing a whole bunch of shit going on. I just haven't been telling y'all that they trying to kick y'all, but they've been trying to kick y'all the whole time. I've been having so many computer problems over here, it's retarded. I just really ain't been talking about it. I just been like, we're just gonna keep it going through the show. Today's Monday and Tuesday, so on Mondays and Tuesdays drops don't usually come, and on days that we don't usually get drops, be the days that these guys usually stay in here doing the most bullshit. So that's when they could stand being here the most. They can't stand being here when drops happen. They can't stand it. So that's why I be like the $5 drop. So then we could just keep slap. We slap like 2 or 3 haters every couple of minutes. That keeps these motherfuckers at bay. Anyway, I ain't got no more coffee in there. Not worth drinking. Anyway, we're about to get up out of here though. We're gonna get up out of here though. We dropped the video yesterday. I felt good doing the video. We might do some more videos today. I'm thinking about. We're just gonna see where we're at. I don't want to promise nothing. I'll do a video and then I just won't like it and then I won't post it. Um, or I don't know. So we'll see where we're at today. Maybe we'll add an evening show. I'm thinking about maybe adding an evening show, depending on how I'm feeling. We can start doing more than 2 shows a day. I haven't even been doing 2 shows. Um, we gotta figure out to bring the Tonight Show back. Uh, I just haven't been doing the Tonight Show at night. I don't want to get into it. We think about bringing the Tonight Show back. With that being said, go out there and just try to do good in the world, Joe. Shout out to Jay Hudges with the $10 drop. No comment. Clint Eastwood us. I think there's a whole sticker there. I just don't know what it. Oh, it says thank you. Salute to Jay Hodges. That shit popped up late. She says thank you. Thank yous, my brother. Thanks to all the yous. We're gonna try to do a Tonight Show tonight. Uh, Anybody got anything that you think that I should do a video on today? I'm gonna be trying to do videos today. So if you have any videos you think I should be, anything you think I should be doing a video on today, send it. Please don't get upset if I don't do a video on it. With that being said, I'm gonna go take a quick break and then I'm gonna get back to work. We getting off at 11 today on purpose. I'm gonna go take a quick break and then I'm gonna get back to work in about an hour. So I'm gonna holler at y'all guys later. I love y'all. Go do something positive into the world. Just try to do something positive in the world. Believe me, there's a lot of people out here that just they hate God. They don't say it out loud though. They say it with their actions. And every day, we trying to do what the devil hates. Go out there and be great. I'm out.